You know what time it is. Woo! It's Christmas time. The time to celebrate you being single for another year. Don't get me wrong, being single has its perks, but it's just so boring. Like every single year, time after time, seeing happy couples walking by, or they're playing in the snow, having a snowball fight. It's just upsetting for ugly guys like me to see shit like that. But to get back on topic, this video really doesn't have a direction I want to go in. For example, there's this one scene from The Office about Dwight. Let's just roll the clip. Okay, for some reason, I can't screen record Netflix, so I'll just explain the scene. So, it's Christmas, and Dwight is saying that Christmas time sucks. The days are shorter, and he might just feel depressed. And I fully agree with Dwight. Like, to wake up in the winter time at 7 o'clock in the morning for you to look outside and it looks like 3 a.m. is just so tiring. Like, people say that the weather doesn't affect your mood when really it does. Like, what would you rather have? Waking up at 8 o'clock to see a happy, bright sun? Or waking up to 8 o'clock to looking like it's pitch black outside? Anyway, so this Christmas time is just kind of bleh this year. Like, taking a look back at the beginning of the pandemic, or just taking a look back at the pandemic, our lives got fucked. Like 100%, if this COVID never happened, our lives would be so different. I mean, for good and for worse. The other night, I was laying in bed thinking, what would life be without COVID? And for better or for worse, I'm not sure if I would want that. My life has changed so much since COVID started, and I would say for the better. I've learned so much about my likes and dislikes. I've learned how much I'm not going to take bullshit from people. Like, for example, before COVID happened, there was this crazy girl that wanted to fight me, and I was too scared to stand up for myself. Ayo, shout out to that video. I'll put the link in the description. Anyway, but yeah, I always just was too scared to stand up for myself. But now, I wouldn't back down. Like, I wouldn't be a wuss and back down. I don't care if you're a girl, if you're a guy. I don't care who you are. You want to fight me? Alright, say less. Some other things I've learned about myself is being lonely is really lonely. Like, yeah, that seems pretty self-explanatory, but just sitting alone listening to music is just part of me now. I mean, Spotify just had their 2020 recap, and my total minutes on Spotify is about 50,000. Now, yeah, I know, not all of 2020 was COVID, but a good chunk of it was. I mean, I could rant on about everything I've learned, but this video is about depression. And if you have serious depression, then I'll link the suicidal prevention link in the description. Pause this video right now and call it. If you seriously need someone to talk to, I'm always here regardless. But I'm not sure why I'm calling this video depression when I'm really not. I'm just kind of lonely, you know? Getting into the dating game is difficult. Being stuck at home all year and not being able to see what people look like with masks can be frustrating also. I remember seeing a meme earlier this year, and I'm gonna pop it up right on the screen because I thought it was pretty funny. But it was saying you ever just be chilling and think, damn, this is really life? Sometimes I would think like that, and I'm only 15. At a young age, thinking like that, it's not okay. I've got so much more life ahead of me, and I hope it isn't spent like this. I hope it isn't just spent sitting around waiting for someone else to come into my life. But then, on the other hand, I can't rush into things. I can't force a relationship with someone because that takes time, and it takes a lot of work and patience, and I just don't have that patience anymore. You know, for the past half year I spent it with a girl, and she always saw me as a friend, and I realized that I can't do that anymore. I would sit there day after day, night after night, analyzing what I could have done to change it, but I couldn't do anything. There was nothing for me to fix. I couldn't change what I had already done. And what I already done was become her best friend. I couldn't do anything about changing me into a relationship with her. There's some good other reasons that I wouldn't want to be like the best friend, because when I'm in a relationship with a girl, I don't want it. I don't want another dude to sneak around my back to hook up with my girl. So I wouldn't want to do that to someone else. So that's another reason I wouldn't want to be in that position either. But sometimes I just think I've got to grab life by the balls and tell life that it's my life, not his. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for someone amazing to come into my life, because that's not how it works. You want something so badly, then you go out and get it yourself. Anyway, now that rant is over, the pandemic has done a lot of good and bad for me. Being depressed, I think, is a choice. Like, yes, I know sometimes at home things can make life miserable, but there's always another way to look at it. But for me, it's just me thinking I'm depressed. Sure, this year has thrown a lot of obstacles at me, but I've overcome them, and there's more to come, so I always need to see the positive side of the story. Like, say for example, you got a bad grade on your English test. Well, the good side of that is you can always retake it and be more prepared. Maybe you can go after school with your teacher and you can go over the test to make it simpler so you can get a good grade for it. Like that one song by Bobby McFerrin, "Don't Worry, Be Happy." I love that song because it can mean so much. Be happy. To live another life with family and friends you love. But if today was my last day on this planet, I would have no regrets. My life was a good run, and everything that happened was a miracle. To wake up every day is the biggest gift anyone in the world could ask for. As I was saying before, I would have no regrets. That cute girl, he wanted to talk to, and he didn't get, oh well, maybe in another life. Life will find its way to make things better. But if I didn't wake up tomorrow, I would just want to sit there the night before thinking, this was a good run. This was a good time. Anyway, the moral of the story would probably have to be live life to the fullest. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do. If you want to talk to that cute girl, then do it. If she laughs and makes fun of you, let her. She doesn't know what she's missing. And someone better will come into your life and make it amazing. I believe at the end of your life, everyone has a special someone, and I hope they could find it. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one.